Alright, this is how to shine your shoes. So, first step, your shoes might start out a little duller than this when you get them from the store, like for the new guys. But, so this is how they're going to start out. A little shiny, a little bit of dust on them. So what you're going to do is you're going to get like a soft bristled brush. Usually comes, if you get like a shining kit, it usually comes with that. The only thing that won't come in like a shining kit is a heat gun, and that makes everything a lot easier. So just grab the shoes, wipe them down gently so you don't put too many streaks in them. You can always get them out, but just wipe that first layer of gunk off your shoes. So those shoes are not kind of dusted. They're about the same place. Maybe this one is a little bit more shiny, but so we'll do this one for the video since it's a little bit more dull. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your cloth. And you're gonna. This is just an old towel that I ripped, and you're gonna get your polish. And you're gonna make tiny little circles. Or not yet. You're just gonna get the polish on it. So a little bit more than that. That should be good for. You're gonna get more in a minute though. So I just grab it and I just put it on. So you can do it in little circles, back and forth, but as long as everything's evenly coated. Now, this can be thick or a thin layer. I like to do like lots of thin layers because then the shine builds up a little better. And I also do the whole shoe at the same time. And this is something you're going to take your time with. This will take you a few hours to get them perfectly not perfect. This will take you a few hours to get them to get a nice coat on them, and then you'll come back the next day and you'll do a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then because sometimes you hit a wall and you can't get them shinier on that specific day, or you just the shoe needs to rest a little bit. It's a thing, so you just put some shine on it. And I think I said this, but I do the whole shoe at the same time because I like it to be even, and it's not that difficult to do the whole shoe at the same time. Shining your belt is the same thing, except it's a straight line, so it's just a little bit easier, and there's less surface area on a belt than on a shoe, and you're not gonna shine the inside of the belt. One, because I don't think it would even shine, and then two, it would get all over your clothes because it would rub off eventually. So, but what I'm doing right now is I'm getting a thick layer of polish on the whole shoe. You might need to grab some more polish as you keep going. Just depends. But make sure it's not thick. I meant to say it's an even thin layer of polish on the whole shoe. Every little part of it. Now the pressure you're using when you're doing this is not firm, but it's also not light, so it's sort of like a medium pressure. But if the polish isn't going on, then press a little harder. But don't forget the tongue. So the tongue is the most so you have the laces out. The reason I have the laces out is because you like to get the whole shoe, and if you tie your shoes like this, that little bit that you didn't shine will stand out like a sore thumb. So now this is the point where if you have a heat gun, this will be a little loud, but you turn it on and then you heat gun the whole shoe. So I can do that right now. once you put the heat gun on the whole shoe, then you grab your cloth again, your towel, you get a clean spot. It's important that it's a clean spot. And then you get some water on it. That's why we have the water over here. Not too much. And you just, same thing like you're putting the polish on, you just wipe it down with some water. So, this is when it should get really shiny. And now you're going to do this. This is going to be the time you spend, like the most time you spend on it. Because the shine's already on there, you're just rubbing it in. So, sealing it, I guess. See, it's already shinier than it was the last coat. And if it's not shinier than the last coat, just do another coat. Don't be discouraged. And especially when you have like your new shoes, the coats, it's gonna take a lot to build up that first coat. First coat where it gets even just a little bit shiny. So just sit down, put some music on, watch TV, and spend a lot of time on this. Don't rush, because you'll be able to notice if you rushed. And don't get those. Don't get those quick shine wipes or anything like that, because it won't look as good as if you just shine it for real. So now it's all wiped down. Look, see, you can tell the difference a little bit. This is the one we didn't do anything with yet. So now, one thing you can do extra, and I usually only do this on the toe, is the same spot you were just wiping with, you get just a little bit of polish, just the slightest amount. Put it back in the water, and then do the toe just like you were with just the water, but with a little bit of polish on it. Then just give it everything a little bit once over. And you're good to go. Do that a lot of times. It'll take a lot of coats, but eventually you'll get shinier than this. But yeah, that's about it.